There are orbs, lots of orbs. We're taking a ghost tour. I don't see a ghost yet.
I see lots of orbs.
Lots of orbs. They must be the ghosts.
I mean, he only makes a $10 profit, but he can only use I feel like I've scared you off already. So for this one, now this is going to be a little tricky to see. So as I come up and try to light everything up for you, please feel free to get as close as you are comfortable, okay? All right. So Greensboro is called the Gate City, and that's because, geographically speaking, it's the gateway to the mountains and the sea. Now, as long as Greensboro has been a city, the railroad has been central to its development. So a few years back, the city put up a few of these beautiful gates to commemorate some of the important events or influences on the city's history. And there's some good stuff up here, but there's just one thing that I want to point out to you tonight. I'm going to rotate him around. You guys see him? We have a skull right here.
Yeah.
And right next to him, we have a graveyard. I'm going to spin him around, okay? If you guys want to get a closer look,
Yes.
come right up. Skull. Graveyard right next to him. Yeah, basically that's good for you to notice. The eyes and the nose and everything, they're tiny crossings. So it's almost like his sort of features are made of the graves. That's alarming. That's all right. We're gonna let this guy come down quick. All right, so a few of you are gonna notice right across the street we have a Woolworths. But this is not just any drugstore. This is the most famous Woolworths in the entire world. And that's because on February 1st, 1960, 4 students from our local A&T University staged the first major sit-in of the civil rights movement right there at their lunch counter. Now, that lunch counter is so important to American history that half of it is in the Smithsonian Museum up in Washington, D.C. The other half of it is right across the street. Now today this old drugstore is an international civil rights museum, and we're very proud of it. But even if you have been on the tour, here's something you might not know. When they were putting that museum in, they uncovered an incredible Cold War bomb shelter underneath the basement. Everybody had forgotten it was there, and it was still fully stocked with all the supplies you could need, just in case. Just like a time capsule you can walk into. Isn't that incredible? Have you guys all heard of O. Henry? Very good, okay. Not just a street name, not just a hotel, not just a candy bar. Mr. William Sidney Porter, pen name O. Henry, was a very influential American writer of short stories. And he's from Greensboro. He got his start working at his uncle's pharmacy right on the other side of Elm Street. Everybody's gotta have a day job, right? Or in my case, a night one. Nothing wrong with that. Now, have you all heard of Lunsford Richardson? Don't feel bad, nobody ever has. We've been doing this for 12 years and nobody ever has. I'd be shocked if you had. But I bet you guys have all heard of Vicks VapoRub. Yeah, now you've heard of Lunsford Richardson. Now, Mr. Richardson was a pharmacist at that very same drugstore, and that is where he is credited with inventing Vicks VapoRub. Now, although it helped a lot of people to breathe when the Spanish flu came through town, unfortunately, Mr. Richardson also passed away of the Spanish flu. But his creation lives on to this day, and it's helping us through this one too, isn't it? I think that's enough of the nice stuff. You guys ready to get creepy?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get creepy. All right, we're headed right up to Elm Street, and guys, things only get darker from here.
I don't see any ghosts yet. Oh, hello, Scooter.
It's just something I do. It'd be like DC when they segue towards it.
What I'm saying, right? There's like the table. Because doesn't he drop the buff on it really loud?
Part of World Run.